morning. Today is August 31st. I can't believe tomorrow is September already. This year has literally zoomed by so fast. I just don't even know. But in this video, I will be doing a week in my life kind of thing. I'll be giving you guys a little update about what's going on in my career, and I will be answering your guys' questions. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna go get ready to go work out right now and start my day. This is me and Thea's new office. I don't have to work on my couch anymore. I actually picked up my desk and my chair and monitor from work. And this is also a standing desk, which is awesome. It goes up and it goes down. If you saw my previous work from home video, you know that this work environment is already 100 times better than my previous one. I think I will be able to get a lot more done here, and I'll be a lot more productive and just mentally happy.
Down into a push-up position, try to keep the butt and hips nice and still. Want to make this a little tougher, right? Let's take this thing to the elbow, and then downward dog.
I just finished my workout and I made Theo do it with me, and he was doubting HIIT workout, but look at him. He's dying.
Easy.
More than me.
Easy.
Look at that sweat dripping. We are going to finish our workout with a few laps in the pool. Just finished showering, and now I'm getting ready to work. I'm starting my server, and yeah, I have a lot to do. I am currently working. Well, okay, let me backtrack. If you guys are in the crypto world and you guys have some Ethereum and you've been using Etherscan, well, one of our products just came out that is also a blockchain explorer, but it's open source, so it's gonna be way better than Etherscan. It's called ETHVM. Right now we're just looking for people to give us feedback, whether that's bugs or some kind of features they want to see. So if you guys are into any of that, you guys should go check it out and let us know what you think. I am gonna get to working because my server started already. It's running, so I have a lot to do, so let's get to work. So I am actually finishing up one of our new features, and I put in a PR. PR means pull request, and I'm just checking over my pull request to make sure I did everything correctly before I send it in for review. Just checking I didn't leave any console logs or, you know, any dumb bugs that I totally looked past. So yeah, I just come in and I make sure all of my changes make sense and I'm not actually introducing any new bugs or anything. I mean, this is still gonna go in review by other developers, but I like to just make sure I myself approve of it before I put it in review. See? I forgot to do something that I just remembered that I was supposed to do.
So good, looks so sweet, looking good enough to eat. Ice cream, catch me when chilling where the ice be. You love it. I know you love it. I can see in your eyes. You like it?
Maybe. colleague to get back to me, so I decided that while I'm waiting for that, I will answer one of your guys' questions. It's from Alex Ravillas. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Probably not. But he's asking me, hey Jessica, I recently started boot camp and I feel so lost and discouraged. I came in wanting this career path and life change with this route. Any advice for learning this to make boot camp easier? I don't really have any advice to make it easier, but I could advise you to maybe start practicing algorithms on the side and maybe starting some side projects on your own. Maybe you could create something that will make your life easier. I would say to just try to take it slowly. It could feel overwhelming, especially when you're first starting out, but once you start practicing on your own and in boot camp, it will start feeling easier. And if it doesn't, that just might mean that you might need to put even more work in. Basically, whatever you put into boot camp is what you will get out of it. Wake up, do algorithms. Before you go to sleep, do an algorithm. I mean, I freaking hate algorithms, but just try to take each language that they teach you one step at a time. If you don't understand anything, stop and try to understand it as best as possible. There's so many different forums. Just Google it and I'm sure somebody will have a good explanation for what you're trying to solve. If not, I'm pretty sure you have instructors at bootcamp that you can ask. I'm not too sure how it is now during coronavirus because I assume that everything's online now. I really did like the hands-on experience when I went to bootcamp. But I mean, I'm sure instructors are still very much available to answer any questions you have. Yeah, and I suggest to just practice and keep practicing, keep putting more time in, and it will get easier because of that. There really aren't any shortcuts to it. It really just depends on your dedication and your hard work. Oh look, it's my coworker.
Did I put 3?
I am finishing up work. I'm probably just gonna do a little bit more. It's about 6 p.m. right now. I'm just waiting for my friend to call me so I can help her set up her VPN, and then probably we'll make some dinner with my roommates and then call it a day. Very, very exciting day, I know. I'm good, how are you? Yes. Yeah. So your kids, this is their second week of school? Happy September. I can't believe it's September already. Today I am just doing a little bit of work and then I need to head out to LA real quick to check out some inventory for Cherie, and then I am gonna come back and do some more work. I have a meeting at 3, which is kind of like a stand-up for our entire company. We don't really do daily stand-ups. It's more like a weekly stand-up and it's with the entire company. Probably because our company is still so small, it will probably change once we start expanding. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, even though you guys will probably see this a little bit after this is being recorded. I don't know when I'll get time to edit, but I'm gonna try to get this out as soon as possible. Cherie is the jewelry company that you guys keep hearing about. I will link the website down below in the description box in case you guys are interested. I made it with Shopify, which Shopify makes it really easy, but I just added kind of my own little tweaks to it. I also use I also use Source Tree to double check my work before I commit and push up. finishing up my day. Finished working, working out, did the errands I had to do this morning, and I thought this would be a great time to answer another question. My hair always looks so crazy. This one is from Ayana. It's kind of long, so I won't read the whole thing. Okay, so my camera completely ran out of batteries, so I am using my phone now, and since the question is on my phone, ooh, let me get my laptop. I'm all set. I got my handy dandy laptop. I think I'll just read the question over again because my camera completely cut me off last time. So this is from Ayana. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She is pretty much self-learning right now. She's learning JavaScript, jQuery, React, and she's just wondering if I could give her some advice on how to handle this because it's starting to feel a bit overwhelming. She feels like she's running in place. She can see the finish line, which is being able to apply to jobs, but she doesn't feel like she's actually getting there. There's always a language that is recommended or something new being thrown at her. And yeah, she's just starting to feel a bit overwhelmed. I actually bring this up in my 10 reasons why I love being a software engineer and 10 reasons why I hate being a software engineer. It's a pro and con depending on your personality. So being in the tech world, I feel like there's always going to be something new to learn. There's always somebody creating some new language, something that's faster, better, smarter, I don't know, but there's always seems to be something new and upcoming. So I feel like if you are in the tech world, you kind of always have to be on your toes and always be up to date with what's going on. Since you are self-learning right now, I think the best thing you can do right now is just get a really good foundation of one language. Don't try to learn everything at once. There's always going to be something new. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone's going to say, oh, this is better than that, that is better than this. But at the end of the day, if you just create a good, strong foundation of one language, let's say JavaScript, since you are learning that, then it will be really easy to pick up others. Other languages are just different syntax, different ways of doing things, but the foundation is the same. The concept is the same. So I think if you just try to focus on one language and try to get that down. I mean, I know you also said you're learning React, which is pretty much just a JavaScript library. So I think you should just try to really focus on becoming really good at JavaScript. Read the documentations, make a lot of projects with it, get really good at it. Just don't think too much about it, like what I said yesterday, or else it will start to feel a little overwhelming, and then that will just cause you to not even want to do anything because there's just so much to do. So best of luck to you, Ayana. I know you can do this. You don't need to learn everything at once. Everything will take time. I am in my 4th or 5th year of being a programmer now, and I still feel like there's so much to learn. I wish I had this much energy in the morning. Oh, where's he going? Oh, he sees the dogs, or he smells the dogs. I don't know if you see them, they're over there. Good morning. My hair is a mess, Jesus. I am starting my day off with some work. I have something to finish before our release goes out today. Then I think I'm gonna do yoga today because yesterday I did lifting, the day before that I did HIIT, and I also did some laps in the pool. So today I kind of just want to stretch and relax, but let me start everything up, then I can get to work. And usually while that is starting up, I like to check my mail in the morning, just to see if, anything interesting has been sent to me. And it's running. Let's get to work. I always like to make sure that my branch is up to date with the base branch that I checked out from and that I want to merge into, because sometimes there will be conflicts that you have to fix beforehand, and you just want to make sure that the branch will work once you do actually merge your changes into it, because sometimes you may find some unresolved conflicts. Sometimes conflicts may be resolved incorrectly, so you just want to double check everything before committing and making your pull request ready. So right now I am just fixing some conflicts before I mark this pull request as ready. One thing that I love about my company for the projects that I work on is that everything's open source. So all of you guys can go and look at what we're doing. If you guys have any feedback, you can go ahead and make a pull request. You can email us. All of our code is out there and available, and yeah, I think that's pretty exciting because that means we can get different input from anyone. So yeah, you should go check it out if you guys have some free time. As you can probably tell, I have not had any caffeine yet. I am not so much a morning person, so I'm gonna go head downstairs to make myself some amazing grass. Oh, look, it's Butters. He has no idea that I'm spying on him. Once he does though, if you guys have seen any of my previous videos, you guys know I've been drinking this for a very long time. My roommate, also one of my best friends, also is very into Thrive right now, so I was trying that out, but I ran out of the pills and I just haven't had time to buy more, so I'm just gonna drink some amazing grass in the meantime. So I did everything I said I was gonna do and just finished showering. I feel like I always do this after I shower. I don't know why. This one is from Asma, A-S-M-A. It's also kind of long, so I will just summarize it. Basically, he says, I watched your video and got inspired. I did some research and found that all abroad jobs are about computer language. So I am here to get your advice. What should I do? How should I start? What language should I start to get a career ASAP? What do you recommend? Is that career possible for me? So I feel like if you are starting out and you're just starting to dip your toes into computer science, you've heard about it but you don't really know much, I feel like the best thing you can do is just to try out all of the free resources online first and see if you actually have the passion for it. There's a lot, I talk about this in my other videos, but there's Code Academy, free coding camp, all of the documentation is online for free. You have a bunch of forums like Stack Overflow, there's a bunch of GitHub forums as well, and yeah, I feel like you should just try to use up all of your free resources first before you start paying for any classes. Most of the information that you do need to learn is readily available online. Okay, the next question, what language should I start to learn to start a career as soon as possible because I need to pay my bills? What language you start learning is kind of a personal preference. It depends on what part of the project you want to work on and what you're interested in. It's really a personal preference of what you want to learn, but Python is really popular, JavaScript is really popular, React is really popular, and that's just a JavaScript framework. Solidity is getting very popular. That's an object-oriented programming language that to help write smart contracts. It's used for Ethereum. What else is popular? Mobile, of course, has its own languages as well, where it could use React Native. I don't know, it's so broad. It really just depends on what industry you kind of want to be in and what kind of projects you want to make. So I would suggest to try out the free resources first. Of course, the most popular languages are probably on the homepage, so you can just go on the homepage and see what is most popular at that time, and then try it out, see if you like it, see if you hate it, and then you can go from there. The next question is, what do you recommend? Is that career possible for me? Yes, I think any career is possible for anyone. It's honestly all about your mindset, all about your hard work. I'm gonna finish some work, and then I think I'm gonna go to Costco with my roommate to get some stuff for the house. I think we need paper towels, but yeah. Happy hump day! Happy Thursday! Gonna do a quick workout before my meeting.
Yeah.
I just finished reading Handmaid's Tale, or I finished last week, and oh my god, I am like so excited to watch the show. I've never seen it before, but I am excited to start that once I have some time. I really want to find out what happens to her, because it literally ends at a cliffhanger. But anyway, since I have some time right now, I thought it would be a great time to answer one of your guys' questions. This is from Faye Almodiel, F-E space A-L-M-O-D-I-E-L. Really apologize for if I'm mispronouncing that. But she is asking, this is kind of a long one too. Let me just show you right here. Okay, so she is pretty much asking, she's saying, hi Jessica, your story is inspiring. Where can I find a curriculum or maybe a learning path that I can follow? I am also planning to shift careers. I work as a product trainer for a tech startup. As a trainer, I learned the software by myself with little supervision. What I thought was, if I learned and I mastered the software in less than a year, what could go wrong if I learned coding to perform better with what I do? What I do now is I am learning HTML and CSS, planning to move forward to jQuery and JS once I get to master those foundations. I would like to hear from your experience how you went through all these. What advice can you give me as I take this path? For me, I didn't self-learn. I went to boot camp. And I decided to do that because I thought it was a quicker way, since they kind of have more of a guideline for you, and there's instructors there in case you have any questions, and you also work with other students, so you can also ask them if you're going through any trouble. I would, since you are already learning HTML and CSS and you're gonna learn jQuery and JavaScript, I would suggest to learn a JavaScript framework after that, and then just try to do some projects on your own, something that maybe will help you with your daily routine, maybe like a calendar, maybe a to-do list, something really simple. Also, I talked about this earlier, but I think Code Academy has a pretty good learning path that you can follow, and that's free. And I think free bootcamp also gives you kind of a guideline that you can follow. Is it free coding camp or free code camp? Free code camp. And then I would suggest to just try to read all the documentation. I think React has a great documentation. At work I use Vue, and they have great documentation, and usually you can find all the information there. And then if you have any questions, just Google it, and I'm sure somebody already had the same question as you. If not, then you can go ahead and post your question onto a forum like Stack Overflow, and I'm sure somebody will happily answer any questions you have there. I just don't know how long it would take, but I would think it wouldn't take too long since people are always on the forums, and you do get like points and stuff for answering questions, so people are very willing to help there. That's kind of all the advice I have. YouTube also has a lot of great resources. One of my favorite JavaScript YouTubers, what was his name? Function. I always used to watch his videos, especially when I was studying for an interview. So it's Fun Function. I will link him down below. He makes it really fun, and he explains things really well. He has helped me a lot. I watched him a lot when I was trying to find my second job. But yeah, YouTube has plenty of free resources. I mean, you guys are watching this right now and this is free. I mean, I'm not as helpful as he is, but I would suggest to just, since you are self-learning, to just try not to get too overwhelmed. I talked about this yesterday, I think. But yeah, let me know if you have any other questions. I hope that was helpful. I know I totally cut the avocado incorrectly. I have my avocado toast and my blueberries. So our meeting got postponed, and I'm not really sure when it's gonna be, but in the meantime, I am pretty much just working on a feature. I am adding a new query so I can go ahead and display the information that I need to display for the product. Oh my god, that truck is loud. And I'm also refactoring a bit of my old code. Usually when I go back and look at my previous code, I feel like there's always something that I want to change and want to make better, so that's what I'm doing. I forgot to separate the logic from everything else, so right now I'm creating a new file for that. Yeah, and you will find yourself doing that too. I go back a lot and I think like, why the heck did I write it like this? And then I rewrite it and make it better. So I feel like that does happen a lot to a lot of developers, so don't feel like you have to write completely clean, great code, because sometimes your brain is just not working that day. My brain doesn't work a lot, so I always go back, and if I see something that could be written better, then I do it. Good morning, it's Friday. This week has tired me out. It went by so freaking fast. This will probably also be the last day of this series. I will answer one more question from you guys and then I will wrap it up. I usually have the most meetings on Fridays, but my manager is on vacation today, so I think all my meetings should be canceled. So I probably will just try to finish what I was working on yesterday and probably try to start something else because we got a lot to do. So I think to work out today, I'm just gonna do a few laps in the pool. I forgot to vlog earlier when I went to swim, and I've just been doing work all day. I had to restart my laptop because it was getting really heated and it was being really slow. I am planning to build a computer very soon. I'm just waiting to have more funds so that I can go ahead and buy it. I am planning to spend like about $1,500 on it, and I'm gonna try to build it myself, and I'm gonna record all of it so you guys can all watch and laugh at me. So I thought it would be a great time right now to answer the last question of the week. This one is from It's Derek. He says, hey, I don't know if you'll get to read this, but if you do, I am 17 years old and I am aspiring to become a software engineer, so I've started teaching myself Python. So my question is, what other things can you advise me on to study just to be on the better side? Oh, my hair's crazy. So I think an important skill to have and to master is solving algorithms, especially since that is usually what companies will ask you during an interview. So I think that is something that you should start practicing and try to master. I myself am not too great at very hard algorithms. I'm really bad because I end up usually giving up and just looking at the answer, and yeah, that's bad. So don't look at the answer, try to solve it yourself. I still need to practice and get a lot better. I just get so nervous. I don't know why. I think besides learning the language and learning, reading all the documentation for a language and all of that, you should definitely try to practice algorithms on the side and just try to get great at it. It will help with your coding skill and it will help you land your next job. So I think that's something really important to work on. Try to maybe create your own portfolio using Python and see how that works out. I think you'll learn a lot more by actually creating something using the language. I myself am a more hands-on person, so I like to actually create the application while I'm learning a new language or framework. I myself find it more helpful, and I feel like I learn it faster and better because I'm actually trying to get something to work. And sometimes when I'm reading all the documentation, it just goes, there's so much information that it goes over my head. Those are my five questions for this week. I think this vlog was pretty short, and I'm sorry if it was a little boring, but I try to keep it short and sweet, especially since I'm really not doing much these days besides working from home. So let me know if you guys have any other questions. Leave it in the comments below and I'll try to get to it next week. Everyone have a wonderful weekend or day. I'm not sure when I'll upload this. I'll try to upload it next week. But yeah, I hope everyone is having an amazing September at least. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!